Okay, we're getting ready to work on our roof, and we have Maya and Ava patiently waiting because I'm pretty sure they're just waiting to go outside. Hold it, stay down. So I thought I would first talk about, we're making progress, so I'm going to take you out there next, but salvaging lumber. So first of all, I'm salvaging lumber from frames or pallet frames or whatever you want to call them that large shipments to come in. And there's lots of 2x4s and there's a couple 2x8s, and it's great. It's saving me lots of money. But here's the aspect. First of all, it takes a lot of time taking everything apart and removing the nails. Secondly, they use this lumber because they were using grade B, let's say. I don't know if it's grade B or grade C or whatever, but lower grade lumber. So it's material that this is the edge of the tree, and there wasn't enough lumber when they were cutting it, and you don't plane it all off, so it's still visible. This one, quite a bit is missing here, but it's not that it makes it much weaker. It's still very strong, but you're unlikely to sell it as easy, so they have to lower the grade. So let's say it's a grade B. Other aspects that make it a grade B could be big knots. And because of the knot, when it was drying, it was crooked. So it's going like this, the knot occurs, and it goes like that. So it's where it's bent. And you can see the hook. You can see some hook right there. So basically, my goal is I want to use this lumber, and there's parts of it that are excellent. And so my goal is to take grade B lumber, end up with a grade A project. So to do that, I need to utilize it and examine it so I know what I can use and what I can't use. And if I can't use it, then it turns into kindling wood. So one of the things I first do is I look down through the piece. Is it straight? I just eye down through and say, okay, that's pretty straight. That's good. That's excellent. And this one is. So let's take a look at, but it's straight, but then it has these issues down there. But if I'm using it on the roof, then I only see one side, and I'm screwing the metal down to the other side. So in this case, I wouldn't want this. This is too much of it missing. What if I happen to screw right here? My screw is not going to have the correct support to seal. So that's going to be a water problem. So I can't use this, not this part. But from here to down here, I could use that. Now, depending on the situation, so there is usable lumber there. Let's look at this one. Is this one straight? So you have to look both ways. First of all, is it straight this way? And is it straight? You kind of have to look both ways because this one hooks a little bit to the side there. And it looks like it occurs right here at this knot. So from here, which there's a nail I couldn't get out, so we want to avoid that. We want to make sure we don't hit that, or we have to take it out beforehand. But I would say we have 16 inches if we go from here to here. So we use that. We discard this piece. We discard this. And then we cut again. And then we have a nice piece there. We could get 48 inches out of that. So I'm not sure, but we'll find out. The other thing I noticed on the short pieces, they're cut at like 47 inches. So probably, I'm guessing anyways, 48 they probably can sell, but 47, you're under 4 feet. Is it worth saving? So they're utilizing it in this case for the pallets. So these are just the things I have to look for when I'm cutting the roof boards. And here's the other thing. So let's say I have a really nice one, which is not this one because look at the warp in that one. But if you take this one and that's a major curve there. And it's starting about in the center, but it's more than just one spot, it's multiple spots. So this one, I may have to cut it down to 16 inches and utilize it like that, which is okay. 16 inches still work. As long as I mismatch enough joints on the roof, it's still going to be very strong. Now, when I find a really straight one, a beautiful one, then I set that aside because that's a great support piece. It's great for a rafter piece. So it's really taking, the key thing is you're taking grade B and you want to end up with a grade A project. So you need to be very aware. And that's another reason people do not do this. It takes more time. You know, if you're paying carpenters at the going rate, you probably want, it's probably worth just buying the high-end lumber, and they don't take the time to, they don't need to do this. They can just, you know, go through nailing it, cutting it, you know, at the rate they can and getting the job done faster. But in my case, it's a hobby, so I'm willing to take the time. Okay, so that's my 2 cents on salvaging lumber and taking a grade B lumber to a grade A project.